Uprisings often need a human face. This is now the face of Syria's revolt. 13-year-old Hamza AlKhateeb, allegedly tortured and killed by Syria's secret police. Videos of Hamza's body are all over the internet. The images are impossible to verify, and much is too horrific to show. But the body appears battered, with gunshot wounds and signs of horrific torture. At Hamza's funeral, his family was in no doubt. His death has sparked fresh protests against Syria's leaders and drawn international condemnation.
I can only hope that, this child did not die in vain, but that the Syrian government will end the brutality and begin a transition to real democracy.
So what happened to the 13-year-old? It seems that just over a month ago, Hamza was picked up by security services during protests in Deraa. His family appealed for news and for his release. Finally, last week, his body was returned. His family say they were threatened and told to stay silent. But they found what they're convinced are signs of torture: his neck broken and mutilation of his genitals. Images spread fast via internet sites including Facebook and YouTube, fueling public anger. Sensing the damage, Syrian state TV broadcast a lengthy denial of any torture. The government announced an inquiry. Experts claimed the signs of torture were simply decomposition and the blood was fake. Whatever the facts, there's no doubt President Assad and his regime are rattled by Hamza's case. Running such an extensive denial at the risk of spreading the story even wider is evidence of that. But the regime knows how the fate of one person, particularly a child, can inflame and inspire dissent. A decade ago, the image of a 12-year-old Palestinian boy, Mohammed al-Dura, went round the world, his father unable to protect him from gunfire. Pictures of the death of Neda Aga Sultan in Tehran in 2009 galvanized protest in Iran. And in Tunisia, Mohamed Bouazizi, the fruit seller who set fire to himself, helped trigger the entire Arab Spring.
One person, one victim, can launch a revolution if what happens to that victim is emblematic in people's minds of what happens to them every day.
Certainly Hamza's image does seem to have real power in Syria. Women in Damascus have been seen holding posters saying, "We are all the mothers of Hamza al-Khateeb." James Robbins, BBC News.